There's a well-known saying that those who don't remember the past are condemned to repeat it. That's part of the message in the new book by historian and author David McCullough. He's earned 2 Pulitzer Prizes, 2 National Book Awards, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That is the nation's highest civilian honor. His book is The American Spirit, Who We Are and What We Stand For, and is a collection of his speeches over the past 28 years. The book is published by Simon & Schuster, a division of CBS. David, good morning.
Good morning.
So wonderful to have you here, as I'm such a fan of yours, including the book about Truman. You've been giving speeches for 50 years.
I have.
Why did you decide to put them together in this book?
Because I feel that we're going through a very difficult and unprecedented experience as a country right now, and that we need to be reminded, and with respect, of who we are and what we stand for and what our predecessors went through to achieve what we too often take for granted, and set standards for us to live up to.
Reminded of what?
Well, that we believe in honesty, that we believe in hard work and loyalty. We believe in love of country beyond just a lot of flag waving and mouthing off of cliches. That we believe in improvement and accomplishment, and that we believe that we have a way of life like none else in the world, and we not only want to maintain it, but we want to improve it.
You said that there's always going to be problems in the country. It's never
Always.
smooth.
It's never been easy.
But you told the graduates at Ohio in 2004, many will always believe this country's going to the dogs, but 90% of the people in this country are good law-abiding citizens, and we forget that.
Exactly
Still
right.
believe that?
Absolutely, and we need to be reminded of it. I'm still out in the country talking to students, talking to people in lecture halls, and I like to stress that if you know your history, if you know your country's story, the human side of the story, you'll never take it for granted. And you'll always be grateful to those who went before us, who not only had the faith that they did, but who did the work that needed to be done and risked their lives very often.
You've always stressed the importance of a liberal arts education and an education in history, world history and U.S. history.
Indeed, absolutely. I think history, the English language and history are, to me, the 2 most important of all subjects for everybody to know.
And kids don't know their history.
And people in positions of leadership particularly. They have to know cause and effect. They have to know not only what previous presidents, let's say, did, but what they didn't do, which was often as important, the decisions they didn't make, and their use of the English language. The people who have been most inspiring for us, we all know who they were, have been people who knew how to use words. Abraham Lincoln, John Kennedy. Do you know it's been 56 years since the President of the United States asked us to do something for our country?
Yeah.
And a lot of us in that day, that's when I was first trying to figure out what I wanted to do in my life, we took it to heart. And we went to do something for our country. And we've not been the same ever since.
I know.
In a great variety of fields.
David, I thought about that because you start with Simon Willard's Clock, the speech that you gave to the Joint Address of Congress, and you just talk about these great Americans that served in Congress. You know, when Americans hate Congress, have a 9% approval rating, you remind us all that it's Congress that passed the Homestead Act, ended slavery, the GI Bill, the Marshall Plan. I mean, on and on and on, these great things that Congress has done for our country and the great people that served.
No, you said it's not always been an unbroken parade of clowns. Which I thought was a very interesting way of
Thank you. Sometimes we have a run on them, but
But you're still an optimist.
Yes.
I am.
Yeah.
Why?
The glass is half full.
Yeah.
No, because so much of what is actually happening isn't reported because it's good news.
Yeah.
But this is my favorite line in your book. You told graduates in 1994, if you're happy, you think better. Do you
Yes.
think that's true?
Yes.
If you're happy, you think better.
All right, one of the most impressive pages in your book, by the
not-
way, the dedication page.
I know.
I counted 19 grandchildren.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And it's dedicated to them because my hope is that the values that are expressed in the actions and words and accomplishments of our predecessors will go on into their generation too.
David McCullough, thank you so much
Lesson
for
for
being
all of
with
us,
us.
David.
Love
in that
this
book.
so much.